Mate by Ali Hazelwood is coming out October 7th, and here's the refresher that you need to jump right in. This is a recap of Bride, the first novel in the series. This video is intended to get you caught up on Bride so that you can jump right into Mate. So there will be spoilers for Bride. I repeat, there will be spoilers. So if you do not want spoilers for Bride by Ali Hazelwood, then proceed at your own risk. Mate is about Serena Paris, and while she may seem like a minor character in the first book, she's actually the driving force of the plot in Bride. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Elena, and here we talk about all kinds of books. Let's jump right in with the setting. So in this world, there are three groups: humans, werewolves, and vampires. These three groups have a very fragile truce, and while vampires are powerful, they do have fertility issues, so they are not really growing in numbers. To maintain the relationship with humans, vampires will send one of their own as collateral to live among the humans. In this case, we have Misery Lark. She is the daughter of a high-ranking vampire official. She is sent to live with humans for 10 years when she's a kid. Misery grows up with her friend Serena, who is like a sister to her. Because Misery lived among the humans for such a long time, and she obviously knows that she's not a human, she has a bit of an identity issue. She doesn't belong where she's living among the humans, but she also doesn't really feel like she belongs when she's with the vampires. In the beginning of Bride, Serena goes missing. Misery looks for clues as to what happened to her friend, and what she finds is a name: L.E. Moreland. This is important. Let's lock that in here for a minute. Misery's father informs her that she will once again be serving as collateral to maintain a good relationship with, wait for it, the werewolves. Not only does she have to live among them, she actually has to marry an alpha of a were-pack, Lo Moreland. First of all, she obviously doesn't want to. She wasn't planning on getting married. She doesn't want to be collateral again. She doesn't want to live with the weres. But when she finds out that his name is Lo Moreland, she thinks, is that L.E. Moreland? Maybe marrying him will get me intel and will get me closer to finding out the truth about what happened to my friend. She agrees. They get married. Misery's smart and independent, and Moreland is kind of closed off, grumpy, and he's a strong alpha leader of his pack. They obviously clash quite a bit, starting from the wedding and moving forward as well, until they start to develop chemistry. Their chemistry is very obvious, and Moreland is very possessive, strong. There are some spicy scenes, including my intro to nodding. And in the end, this is a major spoiler if you haven't read Bride, we find out that Misery is Moreland's true mate. So we go from forced proximity to fated mates. Love that. At the end of the book, we also find out what's been going on with Serena, and it turns out that Serena is a human-were hybrid. This is extremely rare, as it was previously considered that humans and weres are not able to reproduce due to some anatomical issues. But obviously she's proof that this is possible, so it creates a really big threat to all three groups. So humans, weres, and vampires would potentially all target her and would want to either harness the power, use her as a lever to maintain peace, or to break it. There's a minor character in the first book, Koen Alexander, and he is an alpha were of a different pack, the Northwest pack. In the sequel to Bride, Mate, Koen Alexander is going to be entering into a kind of strategic alliance with Serena Paris in order to keep her safe. In combing through Goodreads to find any reviews of Mate or any additional information on it, it seems there weren't that many ARC reviews or copies of this book. I think we're all in for a big surprise, but here are my hopes for Mate. This book is called Mate, so there better be some fated mates in this story. I think we all as readers will be very disappointed if there are no fated mates here. I also hope to see some nodding and maybe a little bit more productive, since she is a human-were hybrid. And of course, like in the first book, I'm hoping there's going to be a kind of grumpy, quiet, stern, possessive male main character. Unfortunately, I won't be starting this book the second it comes out, because Aaardvark Book Club has already confirmed that they will be releasing this in October. There are going to be special edition copies of both Bride and Mate. I always place my order on the 1st of the month at 8 a.m. Eastern, the second the books drop. However, because I'm in Canada, it usually takes about 10 to 12 days for the books to get to me. I'm very much hoping to get these books within 2-3 days of the release, and then I'll be digging in. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss the upcoming full review of Mate by Ali Hazelwood.